An engagement of 90 days. Colt Johnson could lose both his leg and his love. Everything in life is a train wreck. Does he miss Vanessa? The previous time, she assisted him in recovering. Colt Johnson, a former cast member on the show 90 Day Fiancé, appears to be experiencing a downward spiral in his life, and it appears that no one is there to assist him in bouncing back from this situation. A woman from Brazil named Larissa Lima was the first person to appear on the 6th season of 90 Day Fiancé with the Las Vegas resident. Following the dissolution of his marriage to Larissa, which lasted for only 6 months, Colt went on to a new relationship with another Brazilian woman named Jess Caroline. Unfortuitously, Jess's heart was broken when Colt cheated on her while they were in a relationship that was conducted over a long distance. The fact that Colt had shared private images of himself to unknown individuals on the internet was brought to light. Following his heartbreaking separation with Jess, Colt made the decision to make some adjustments in his life. During this time, he started working out and was thinking about getting back in touch with his best friend, Vanessa. Their friendship eventually developed into a romantic relationship between the two of them. They were featured in the first season of 90 Day, The Single Life, and by the time the season was up, they had already started a relationship. Debbie Johnson, Colt's mother, was not informed about the wedding that took place between Colt and Vanessa in April 2021. The ceremony took place during a road trip to Reno, Nevada. In February of 2024, Vanessa made the announcement that they were no longer together, just when it seemed that Colt had finally found his happily ever after. The fact that Vanessa has left Colt and that his mother, Debbie, has relocated to Canada to be with her lover, Tony, gives the impression that Colt does not have a lot of support at this point. Following the fracture of his tibia that he sustained while filming for the 90 Day Fiancé franchise, he has now broken his leg for the second time. This appears to be a sign that his life is taking a turn for the worse. According to the latest information provided by a 90 Day Fiancé update, Colt's leg did not heal properly, and as a result, he has broken his femur, which has resulted in an infection that is preventing the healing process from occurring. At this point, there is a chance that Colt will suffer the loss of his leg. After Colt suffered his initial leg break, his wife, Vanessa, remained at his side for the entirety of his recovery. Her husband was taken care of by her, and she even blamed the franchise for not giving Colt with the appropriate treatment despite the fact that his injuries was sustained in a trampoline accident while the filming was taking place. Due to the fact that Vanessa is no longer a reliable support system for Colt, he is currently residing at the residence of Courtney Reardon's, who was last seen on the first season of 90 Day Fiancé, before the 90 days. Despite the fact that he has Courtney, Colt must be experiencing a lot of difficulty as a result of recent events, such as an injury to his leg and an infection. Prior to the beginning of their love relationship, Colt and Vanessa had known each other for a considerable amount of time and had been close friends. Despite the fact that Debbie rarely offered her approval to Colt's past partners, such as Larissa and Jess, she did give her blessing to Vanessa. Despite the fact that they had some differences of opinion on their personal lives, Colt and Vanessa appeared to be a perfect match. On the other hand, as time went on, additional warning signs emerged in the marriage of the couple who were a part of the 90 Day Fiancé franchise. As Debbie continued to live with them and interfere in their marriage on a regular basis, Vanessa became increasingly frustrated. Colt's behavior, which was more like to that of a toddler than that of an adult who was responsible, left Vanessa feeling less than satisfied. Despite the fact that Colt had established limits with his domineering mother, Debbie, and had focused on improving his immature conduct, his marriage to Vanessa continued to deteriorate. In October of 2021, the couple's hearts were devastated when Vanessa experienced a heartbreaking miscarriage. The pair had intended to become parents, but then the tragedy occurred. As time went on, their marriage had progressed to the point where it could no longer be saved. This was more than 2 years later. Vanessa revealed that she had ended her relationship with Colt in the middle of the year 2024, stating that she was no longer in love with him during a question and answer session. The immature attitude of Colt was a big factor in the separation, even though Vanessa was the one who initiated the breakup. The circumstance that Colt is currently in is proving to be difficult for him to accept the reality of. At the same time as he is supposedly dating two Brazilian ladies who could be able to assist him in relocating to Brazil, he is simultaneously displaying devotion toward Courtney in order to prevent getting kicked out of her house. His life appears to have reached an all-time low, and he is having a difficult time maintaining his buoyancy. Colt, who was once a successful computer programmer and a simple man looking for love, is now out on the streets and on the verge of losing his leg as well as all else he owns. Regrettably, the former member of 90 Day Fiancé has reached a point where there is no turning back.